following is a presentation of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Student-led, student-centered, student-serving.
And welcome in, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Dante Lechuga, alongside here with the GBNer of the Year, Carly Evans, as it's a beautiful Thursday night as your Frederick Golden Eagles are hosting the Silver Creek Raptors. And your Golden Eagles are looking to extend this winning streak, and they've been on a roll, Carly.
I mean, they really have. Frederick went from 0-2 to now 4-2, which, I mean, isn't pretty much a crazy consecutive back-to-back. Huge wins for them. Couldn't have asked, honestly, for a better start. Besides those, first two bumps in the road, one could say. Sitting at 4-2, tying with Silver Creek's record of also 4-2. And Silver Creek, they've sort of been a bit more sporadic. They're not on a super big win streak right now. They've been sort of win-loss, win-win-loss. It's been sort of a weird switch-up for them. Although, they've only lost 2 games. It does make it a little bit trickier whenever you're not on a hot streak like Frederick is. Frederick, as I said, 0-2 at the beginning of the season, really looked like sort of a flop of a season, honestly. Didn't really know what we would see potential-wise past that point. And now Frederick sitting at 4-2 and fully pumped and psyched to face off against the Raptors.
And over these past couple of games, this will easily be the biggest test the Golden Eagles have faced in their winning streak.
Completely agree. And I mean, Gavin, let's talk about Gavin here for a moment. Gavin has had himself quite the season. I mean, if you just peep at any of the statistics, even his rushing yards, he's sitting at about 40 a game, which, for a quarterback, yeah, he's versatile, but you don't expect them to get over pretty much 20, especially whenever you're looking at someone who tends to, move around inside the pocket, maybe go outside sometimes, but just takes it down himself sometimes. But his passing yards is really what makes Gavin Ishmael stand out. Gavin Ishmael sitting at averaging about 250 yards a game thanks to these past few games. 250 yards for a high school quarterback is pretty insane.
Ishmael, I believe he easily has the passing yards record.
I believe he does, yeah.
Golden Eagles history.
And I mean, Gavin, I mentioned how versatile he is. I mean, it really just doesn't encapsulate watching him play in person, too. I mean, it's a completely different, surreal, almost surreal experience to watch him play. He's truly incredible to watch. I mean, yeah, there's not enough good things I could say about Gavin Ishmael. Not to mention, too, we have to touch on Burke, right? Burke Eisman. Hey, he's one heck of a player, one heck of a receiver, one heck of a tight end, one heck of a blocker. There's not much else you could say about the man. He's just pretty incredible, hands down.
As we're going to go down to the third member of our team, Allie Fullerton. Never mind, guys.
Make sure y'all peep the hot mic now as we get a look at our Golden Eagles now.
Pink out night out here. As Carly, what are today's keys to winning this football game?
Well, so first and foremost, Gachetta, Silver Creek Raptors quarterback. Gachetta is quite the versatile player, and he's sort of almost a flipped opposite of Gavin Ishmael, right? You look at highlights of him from some of the previous games. He averages about 80 yards a game, which is 50% more than Gavin Ishmael. And so it's one of those where, yeah, Gavin, super cool to watch him, versatility and just how he utilizes it throughout the game. But it should be interesting to see Gachetta sort of work his way around the field. Where can he find seams? But the one tendency that he does have is he does not like to pass. He averages about 100 yards passing per game total, which, I'm not saying that it's slim by any margin, but compared to what Gavin averages, you're looking at someone who tends to take it himself and will take it to the ground more than anything. So Gachetta will be rather interesting to watch. Another huge thing is explosive plays. These last few weeks, we have seen Frederick back to back to back with 1 to 2 play scoring drives, sometimes even 3, 4. Regardless, anything under 5 is what we're going to be considering an explosive drive, right? You want to see that consistently throughout the game. And if not consistently throughout the game, you want to see them starting off strong this way. We want to see a deep ball down to Del Pitts on the sideline, tipping-toeing his way to the touchdown. You know, you want to see these huge explosive plays early on for Frederick, as this will give them a huge advantage over the Silver Creek Raptors. You know, the Raptors defense has a tendency to keep their opponent under 20 per game. Frederick, though, has not been stifled by any defense as of the past 4 games. So curious to see what the Raptors defense will put together this game. Last but certainly not least, I have persistence on the D line. We mentioned Gachetta, but that's not to mention some of their other versatile players. They have pretty much an insane running back core. Their running backs they're hard runners, and they're sort of, I guess you would call them mushy runners, which it sounds weird, right? But they're so slippery, and, you know, they just sort of melt into the defense, and you almost miss them. And so I would say those are my 3 main things to keep a lookout for this game for both Frederick and the Raptors. As that was quite the mouthful. Taking up some of your talking time here, Dante.
As I'd love to see this Frederick D-line go head-to-head with this quarterback.
Oh,
rush
yes.
attack. As here's the national anthem.
Frederick High School Marching Golden Eagles.
Cut. Cut. Sorry. Cut. It's okay. Cut. Turn on my phone.
Shout out to FHS Band for the national anthem as we're getting ready to kick off here in a little. As I was saying, I'd love to see this D-line for Frederick that's been on a roll go up against a true rushing attack here with the Raptors.
True. It'll be an interesting matchup. You know, we've seen a lot of huge throwing type teams
as we're going to go down to the sideline for real this time with Allie Fullerton.
Thanks, Dante. The energy down here is off the charts. The team is locked in and ready to make their presence known right out of. Our Golden Eagles are amped and ready to take control early on. Make sure to keep a close eye on number 24, Sonny Del Pitts. He's been on a tear recently in practice and in the past 2 games. Also make sure to keep an eye on number 20, Tavin Haggerty. It's his 2nd game back off injury, and he's ready to make a big impact with the rest of his senior season. Back up to you, Dante.
Thank you, Allie, as here are your captains for the Golden Eagles walking out for the coin toss. Del Pitts, Stark, Ishmael, and Haggerty, who is finally back from injury. We'll see how that impacts the Golden Eagles defense.
Yeah, we as you mentioned, you know, Tavin being back. He was back last week, but he didn't really play that much. I mean, it was one of those where they had him out there, but didn't really have him being an asset, I would say, to the team. You know, he was still there, he was still contributing, but we didn't see his full potential there, which I'm sure for Tavin, frustrating, but want to keep any more injuries to a minimum. And especially with recovery, you never know. Don't want to end up breaking anything else.
half to receive. They'll kick off to start the game.
So Frederick sounds like they will receive second half kickoff. So we will get a first glance at the Raptors and Frederick's explosive defense.
Gachata will take the field. Start this ball game. Frederick deferred. Norwood getting ready to kick this ball away.
Smart approach too from Frederick. You know, sometimes you want to just get a glance at what they're doing, right? And you want to get a peek at, hey, you know, this is what they're going to do. Is we're going to take a peek here at your Frederick defensive starters.
Number 46, Dylan Norwood, back to kick for the Golden Eagles. Norwood's kick goes to the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes the Frederick defense, and Gachata will take over at the 20 for the Silver Creek Raptors.
It'll definitely be interesting to see, as you mentioned, a different matchup than what Frederick has sort of been used to. Instead of looking at Frederick's defense going up against someone who tends to throw the ball, we'll be seeing how they can contain Gacheta in the pocket, and if he slips outside, how do you prevent him from gaining yards?
Frederick already showing that they are ready to stop this run. They have pretty much the whole team in the box right now. Motion man, Gachata is going to hand it off to him on the sweep. Left side, plenty of room. He's still running all the way out to the 40, first down and more for the Raptors.
So the tricky thing about stacking the box is it gives you less options on the outside, right? As you saw, he sort of skirted around to the outside, and you saw him tiptoe along. That in itself is a problem. You want to be able to maintain the outside just as much as you maintain the inside. I think they thought they were going to run it up the middle, but bumped it to the outside. So Frederick, you have to keep people on your outside as well, especially if you're showing signs of a blitz.
Gachata's shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Big hole for 3 or 4 on the carry.
So this time, Tan taking it himself right down the middle. And I mean, looking at some of the statistics, Tan has pretty much an insane season so far. He's one of those running backs where you have to keep an eye out for him, and if you don't, he's gone in like the blink of an eye. And so that in itself is an example of that. Found a seam right up the middle. Frederick's defense caught it before a first down, but he is slippery to watch.
Gachata, shotgun. Frederick stacking the box heavily again. It's going to be another sweep, this time to the other side. On the carry, it's 10 again. He'll pick up a couple. It's going to be 3rd and short.
3rd and short, this brings up a pretty big 3rd down moment for Frederick. Obviously, first 3rd down that you have is a big 3rd down period. So 3rd and 2, 2 yards to go until they get the first down. As you saw, ran a sweep to the outside once again. It was pretty much the exact same look as last time. They just flipped it. So Frederick, how are they going to respond?
Gachata shotgun. He has twins right. There's the snap. Handoff left side. Tan again. Looking for a hole. He's not going to get to the first down. It's going to be 4th and short here at midfield at the 50-yard line. Decision time for the Raptors.
I mean, Tan had blockers in front. He bounced it too far to the outside. There has to be a point where if you just run along the side, you're just going to run yourself right out of bounds, which is pretty much what he did there. And you have to find the seam, and you have to dart in between the defenders. Otherwise, like I said, he pretty much ran himself right out of bounds and caused his team to bring up a 4th and 3. So a loss of 1 on the play. Big 4th down call for the Raptors. Looks like they're going for it.
Gachetta shotgun. Frederick again stacking the box. Frederick shows blitz. It's going to be a fake handoff, play action here on the right side. That's going to be enough for a first down here for the Raptors.
So not exactly what Frederick was anticipating. You could tell they thought they were going to run it as per usual, which is both a blessing and a curse for a team who tends to run it, because Frederick now knows your game plan, but Frederick also can't anticipate whenever you decide that you are going to throw it. And on a big decision like that, I think it was almost redundant, right? They were going to throw it regardless. It would have ended in pretty much a catastrophe otherwise. But Frederick still stacked the box anyways, really didn't have anybody zone coverage to the outside.
Gachetta shotgun. Trips left. Handoff up the middle. Or no, Gachetta keep it. I'm sorry. He'll maybe get back to the line, maybe a yard. Great defense from the Golden Eagles up front.
That had both of us tripped up. I really thought that he was running right up the middle. Very convincing play from the Raptors. And it's hard to read those sometimes. You saw some of the defenders even go for the bait. But Frederick's D-line, as we said, they had to step up, and here no different as this brings up a 2nd and 9, so only a gain of 1 yard.
Gachetta's under center. Or excuse me, in shotgun. Here's the snap. It's going to be a wildcat here for Gachetta. He'll pick up a couple. It'll be 3rd and about 6 or 5.
As he gets swung to the ground, this will bring up another big 3rd down on this drive. We've already seen them go for it on 4th once. So there's really nothing that these Raptors probably wouldn't do on this drive. So regardless of if they get it or not, I'm going to assume they're going to go for it.
3rd and 5 here for Gachetta. Same formation, just flipped. Looks like coach for the Raptors is signaling a new play as the running back, Tan, will switch sides. Here's the snap. Tan's going to get the... No, Gachetta keeps it again. Really deceiving me with these read options as he keeps it up the middle. It's going to be 4th and short.
I mean, we talked about statistically and just highlight-wise, he keeps it and he goes for it. And whenever he doesn't see anything else, I mean, pretty much what happened there is what we'll see more of. He'll just take it himself, and yeah, he's tripping both of us up. I keep thinking that they're running to the outside.
Gachetta, bunch formation, 4th and short. He's going to roll right. Looking nowhere to go with the football. Hit as he thrown, and that will go nowhere. Salmeron in on the coverage. Turnover on downs. Out comes the offense.
No flag, super clean hit. Good job, first and foremost, getting it below the waist. You know, you want to go for the sack. You don't want to go for the strip sack necessarily, because if you get the sack, regardless, it's going to be a turnover on downs, as we're going to be taking a peek now at our Frederick Golden Eagle offense.
Gavin Ishmael, senior, quarterback, defensive back when I throw a pick.
Ezra Palma, senior, wide receiver.
Sonny Del Pitts, junior, slot receiver, and safety. Dominic Ramirez, sophomore, left and right guard, beat Texas.
Rollins Liddell, senior, center.
Trace Heil, junior, left tackle.
My name is Tristan Dean. I'm a senior, and I play running back and DB.
Mark Eisman, senior, tight end.
Christian Conamio, senior, offensive tackle, fresh off the couch.
Braden Rudman, senior, wide receiver.
Salazar's rumbling for 2 first downs back to back. The junior running back, built like a bowling ball.
I mean, he's quite the heavy runner. He's hard to take down. He's a little bit shorter, right? And I mean, you want your running back short. You want them to get lost in the commotion of things, and that's exactly what's happening.
Play action here for Ishmael. He's going to step up in the pocket, look to run. He's not going to be able to do that. He'll lose a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Raptors snuffed that out before anything happened. We've seen back-to-back 2 good good plays for Frederick. This one sort of stifling progress, moving in the wrong direction, 2nd and 11. Looks like he's going to have
Ishmael all alone in a shotgun. It's going to be a misdirection toss to Salazar. Salazar stiff arms one, cuts up the middle for a couple. It'll be 3rd and 4.
We've already heard a lot of Cody Salazar's name tonight, and we will hear more of it. As I said, he's a hard runner. He's naturally super difficult to take down. It almost feels like some of the defenders are sort of bouncing right off of him. They're not doing much to take him down. As one of them jumped on the defense, and this will move Frederick 5 more yards in the positives.
And that will be a 1st down here for the Golden Eagles.
Excuse me, that'll move them a little bit farther.
And with the penalty, because you can't do that, it's a Frederick Golden Eagle 1st down.
Ishmael's going to go shotgun. He has 4 wide. Creek is showing blitz on Ishmael's left side. Here's the snap, play action again. Ishmael's going to step up, looking to run, and he has the 1st down and much more, still on his feet. And he's looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gavin Ishmael, what a run.
Can't stop QB1. Gavin Ishmael, 1st touchdown on the night, takes it himself. That was almost a defiant way to sort of disrupt what Gachetta's game plan was. You know, Gachetta so used to taking it himself. But Gavin, bit of a response here, a clap back for Frederick's offense as they were able to stop the Raptors with their 1st drive. Frederick, though, able to secure the touchdown thanks to Gavin, QB number 1, Ishmael.
Frederick going for 2, and Salazar will get in. And Ishmael told them boys to hit the weight room on that run.
That was the easiest way to probably offend all of their defenders.
So I'd like to take this time to shout out FHS Booster Club for sponsoring today's broadcast. Golden Eagles, it's time to pink out the stands. Through all of your October's home games, you can grab your exclusive pink out shirts for just $20. Show your support and style and help us make a difference with the help of FHS Booster Club. Frederick High School Booster Club carries on the long tradition of supporting the students of this community. The purpose of Booster Club is to provide the funding and manpower for the homecoming tailgate celebration, the after prom party, grants to student groups and clubs, as well as scholarships to graduating seniors. We're always looking for parent volunteers, so if you're interested in becoming involved, we would invite you to reach out through our website, fhsbooster.com, and click on Contact Us, or attend our next meeting in the FHS Library. If you're wanting to be more involved in the community and have a desire to do something that benefits the students from our community, we'd love to hear from you. Again, please visit our website, fhsbooster.com, and click on Contact Us if you'd like to get involved. We welcome any supporters, not just parents. The FHS Booster Club is a proud partner of GBN. Norwood's kickoff won't get in the end zone, so the Raptors will have a chance to return this. As he cuts to the right side out to the 25, and Gachetta will get another shot.
Gachetta, how are you going to respond in this situation to what Gavin just accomplished? And just strictly based off of statistics, whenever you're looking at that, you're looking at highlights between Gachetta and Ishmael. Ishmael's not even known for doing stuff like that. I mean, he has a tendency to, hey, if there's an opening, if there's a seam, he'll take it. But Gavin likes to throw. Gavin likes to find seams whenever he's on the run. Gavin likes to, inch for the 1st down. He doesn't like to shed off 4 defenders and then go for the touchdown. So Gachetta got to find a big way to respond now.
Motion man Tan. It's going to be a no. Gachetta keeps it again, and he's wrapped up after a yard gain.
We've seen this happen before in teams where you run a play almost too much, right? You overuse a play, and that sort of feels like what the Raptors are doing here. The D linemen are recognizing the play pretty much right off the bat. And regardless, you still have someone who's focused on your running back who's running the sweep, and you also have someone who's locked in on the quarterback. And so either way, it's a lose-lose situation for the Raptors offense.
Gachetta, fake handoff, rolls right. Looking deep, he's gonna toss it up. Dean in coverage. And it looks like it hit the turf. Almost intercepted. Great coverage by Tristan Dean.
Tristan Dean, I had to stand up for that one. I had to watch that live. As what an effort. He saw, you know, the quacker go up. That was quite the wobbly pass from Gachetta. Not what he wanted. Looked like either someone touched it or it just came off his fingertips weird. Either way, not the ball he wanted to throw. Dean, what an effort to scramble back and try and scoop it up. Big third down here again.
Gachetta getting blitzed, rolls right. Once again, he's going to just take off. Salmeron's there to push him out of bounds. As he's close to the first down, looks like he got it. First down, Raptors.
So that'll move the chains. Didn't see anything he liked, was being blitzed from all sides, had to sort of scramble outside the pocket, but it's something that he's comfortable with, and it's a situation that Frederick put him in that he is completely fine with, which, as Frederick, you want to make your opposing quarterback uncomfortable. Right there, that was a situation he's used to. He's used to having to scramble outside the pocket. He's used to having to take it himself. Frederick, you have to find a way to shut him down on the outside. Don't give him that comfortability.
Bunch formation here for the Raptors. Frederick heavily stacking the box once again. Fake handoff, ball's on the ground, it's recovered by Haggerty. We're going the other way. Gachetta's handoff was miscommunication.
Haggerty, what a way to come back into football. He missed quite a few games, didn't he? Pretty much a good portion of his season. Tavin, right out the bat, he comes swinging full force after, you know, one game where, you know, you don't really play that much. It's more of a recovery to see how you do in the face of pressure. And in the face of pressure in his first real game in a little bit, Tavin does not disappoint. This will be Freddie's ball on the 33-yard line. That's just a huge mental mistake from your center. Communication-wise, too. Your center to your quarterback. It's mental mistakes.
Del Pitts back in at quarterback like he was last week, and Salazar's running this football to start the game. 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1 coming up.
I mean, it was an interesting look. Del Pitts was on the side. There was nobody really defending him. I mean, you had someone who was monitoring him, but nobody was focused on him, and we've seen Del Pitts become quite the asset before. He typically is in these types of games where it's big yards, big plays. We've seen Frederick already with quite a few big plays. Gavin with that touchdown drive.
Del Pitts again in that quarterback. He's going to fake the toss. Sonny Del Pitts breaks the tackle, but he coughs it up. That ball is bouncing all over the place.
Not quite sure who recovered it. Might have been the Raptors. I think it is. Raptors offense taking the field. So bad timing to mention Del Pitts being quite the asset. He still is regardless, but mental mistakes more than anything. Don't want to cough up the ball.
Del Pitts, competitive little wide receiver for Frederick the Junior. Not happy with himself right now. Knowing Sonny, he's definitely going to make up for that play.
He will. And I'm sure there's almost like an antsy disappointment. Like, let me get back out there on offense. Let me prove myself again. He shouldn't take it too hard on himself. It happens to the best of us.
Motion, handoff up the middle. That's met by a flock of Eagles for a loss of 1, 2nd and 11.
Red right off the bat. I mentioned earlier how they're overusing these running plays. It's either toss to the side, you know, you're looking at a sweep, or you're looking at quarterback takes it himself, QB draw, or it's just a run right up the middle. Haven't been able to find a seam as of yet in this game. And here, no different. disappointing play will lead to no gain.
Gachetta, handoff, left side, stretch, and great tackle that was.
Quite the tackle, as you put it. This will bring up a 3rd and 12. So another big 3rd down for the Raptors, which is definitely a good thing because I'm sure Del Pitts was a little worried, you know, will this drive lead to a touchdown for the Raptors? But as of yet, they have not really been able to convert on 3rd down, really on any of their drives.
3rd and long, feeling pressure, evades one, and he's just gonna dump it down, and a little bit of room here for the Raptors. Big hit.
He's gonna be a little sore whenever he wakes up in the morning. Presumptuous, but quite the hit, as you put it. About a minute left in this first quarter of this pretty tight football game, I'd say. 8-0, Raptors chugging along this drive. Probably should have knocked on wood whenever I said they don't convert on 3rd down.
Gachetta, twins left, motion. Fake handoff again, feeling pressure. He's just gonna toss it out for the screen, but it's dropped. Screen pass was there.
It'll be incomplete. You know, if it was a backward pass, we'd be looking at a fumble. But since it's a forward pass, we're looking at just an incomplete pass. So this will bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Raptors. You know, they were moving, but not anymore right now.
In this first quarter. Ball at the 28 here for the Raptors. Trips left. Frederick showing man. And looks like it's going to go right over Salmeron's head on the curl route. That's a 1st down for the Raptors.
Hard thing about these curls is, you know, sometimes you assume it's a slant, but then they just sort of tuck it inside and turn as Gavin looks like he's stretching out that right arm. His pads are, his jersey's off as of right now. Looks like he's holding that shoulder. Don't think it's an injury, but they're taking him to get stretched out perhaps. Nothing to worry about though. No confirmed call.
Great pass from Gachetta. Was overthrown. Looked like it was thrown on a rope for a second, but it's going to be a pass interference here on Hoagie. And that's going to move the chains for the Raptors on the last play.
Not sure if I agree with that call. He was going for the ball. He wasn't going for the player necessarily. I could see where maybe it was a little bit touchy, right? Maybe jumped a bit early, but honestly didn't see anything right off the bat. So that play, a little questionable, as this will be the end of the first quarter.
And with that being said, we'll be back here in the second quarter after a short break.
Hey, Kyle Michael here with Michael Real Estate and Remax Momentum, and I'm here at my office in downtown Frederick, Colorado. As a Colorado native and a resident to Frederick over the last 8 years, we truly understand the entire Carbon Valley and Colorado market. With offices in Frederick, Brighton, and Westminster, I covered the entire Front Range area. I've served over 130 families from Alt to Monument to Deer Trail to Grand Lake. As a small business owner myself, I understand how much time and effort it takes to be successful, which is why I continue to support local businesses, schools, and nonprofits through our Sip and Support series, coat drives, and other events. I value hardworking individuals. It is my mission to continue giving back as much as I can. We would love to serve you or your family. Give us a call, 303-944-4191, and go Golden Eagles.
And welcome back to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Dante Lechuga, alongside here with Carly Evans. The Raptors move those chains in that first quarter with the crucial pass interference call on Hoagie. Start of the second quarter here. Motion. It's going to be handoff, right side on the sweep. Brought down by 2 defenders. Salazar and I believe Hoagie on the tackle. It'll be second and short.
Same play essentially, just different direction, and I think probably sort of a jarring pass interference call on Hoagie in that first quarter, as now Frederick, they appear to be a little bit shaken, I would say, as this brings up a 2nd and 5, so a 5-yard gain on the first down. The Raptors are rolling.
Gachetta. Play action, drops back. He's going to fire a bomb on that right side. Looked like a great ball again, just out of reach. Dean in coverage.
I mean, honestly, I'm surprised to see him throwing it this much. I think maybe he's realizing the running's not really working in our favor. We've tried a little bit of everything. Got to switch it up now.
It's 3rd down and 5.
No updates as of right now on Gavin. Looks like just warming up the shoulder. He's taped it up now. Nothing confirmed, though.
Gachetta, sweep, left side. Frederick's all over it. Palma in on the tackle.
There was no room for him to even breathe. I mean, they were biting at his heels that entire play. And I mean, if we're doing an Eagle comparison, they had talons outstretched that whole play. As this will bring up a 4th and long. So 4th and 7, clock's still moving. You're out of field goal range. Do you punt it? I suppose you could kick it. Maybe not the smartest play, but they definitely have limited things on this play.
4th and 7 here for Gachetta. Here's the snap, drops back, 2-step drop. Feeling pressure from Schaefer, and he's brought down.
Surprise attack from behind by Austin Schaefer. That looked like pretty much his blind side. Even the coaches are fired up about that. What a job by Austin Schaefer. Schaefer snuck up from behind a spot where he knew Gachetta couldn't see him. And not even the O-linemen were able to prevent Austin Schaefer from rumbling in and securing the sack.
Kissinger in that QB for the injured Ishmael. He's all alone. Handoff Dean. Dean makes a cut. Dean looking for the outside. Gets a block from Palma, and he'll just run out of bounds after a 6-yard gain.
So a little bit of copycat action here. We've seen Gachetta in his offense do little sweeps to the outside or find a seam on the outside. This play no different for Frederick. Clearly, though, if it's working, got to use it. That'll be a gain of 8 yards for 2nd and 2 now.
Kissinger all alone again. Dean motions again. Toss Dean. Dean has plenty of room. Dean will get the first down and much more still going. Dean breaks a couple of tackles. First down and more, but there is a flag on the play.
Great versatility displayed by Tristan Dean. But they will be brought back. What a tragedy. Gavin's got his arm in a sling. So I'm rolling the shoulder blade a little bit, trying to stretch it out.
Looks like they're getting some ice on it too.
Hope he is all right. Again, no confirmation of anything as of right now.
Big opportunity here for Kissinger. 2nd and 11. Misdirection. Dean again. Dean's going to get swung down by a couple of Raptors. Big 3rd and long here for Fred.
Swung down is an understatement. He was pretty much, he was sniffed out from the very beginning of that play, as this will bring up a 3rd and 12. So not necessarily a do-or-die situation for Frederick. You're still up by 8. And your defense can contain the Raptors' offense and Gachetta, and haven't really allowed much of anything. I mean, their defense got the turnover on downs last time. But you still want to be able to move the ball around on offense. Otherwise, Raptors might gain momentum. So Kissinger.
Play action here for Kissinger. He's going to fire on that right side. Great pass to Palma as he reaches for the first down.
I believe he got that.
And looks like they will move those chains. What an effort from Palma.
Jezreel Palma. What a job. First of all, what a ball from Kissinger. That was quite the arcing ball.
Kissinger starts out the night 1 for 1. Here's the snap. Kissinger, handoff. Dean's going to be met at the line, but he's still on his feet. Dean, left sideline, using his speed. First down and more for Tristan Dean.
That
Great
was just
start
hands
in the rushing
down.
game.
That was just hands down impressive. I mean, their defense pretty much was doing absolutely nothing. Bounced it around to the far outside. And what a job by Dean. You know, he had a defender pretty much right off the line. Was unsure as to what he would do. Had Palma on the far outside. Palma, though, great job blocking, as this will bring up a first down as they are inching further and further into Raptor territory. Kissinger, he might lead this team to a touchdown drive.
Kissinger, handoff up the middle. Dean again, he's on a roll to start tonight. 5-yard carry.
Goes up the middle for a gain. A gain of 5 on the play. Second down, Golden Eagles.
As long as I would say one thing you want to focus on this drive, if you're Preston Kissinger, you don't want to focus on these big deep balls, bombing it down. All you really want to focus on is the little minute details of, you know, we gained a yard, we gained a few yards. You want to focus on each first down, take it step by step. Don't stress yourself out and look at the bigger picture. Still focus on the bigger picture, but sort of leave it as an afterthought. Focus on this first down.
Kissinger extending the play. He's going to fire on the run to Eisman. What a throw from the junior. Eisman in on the catch. Touchdown, Frederick.
So completely forget my previous advice. Kissinger just said, whatever. I'm not going to take it first down by first down. I'm going to throw probably one of the most beautiful balls I've ever seen, straight to where only Burke Eisman could get it. And Eisman, what a job to swoop in and catch it. So shots fired towards the Raptors, as now Frederick leading 14-0. 2 scoring drives now, one of them for the backup.
Kissinger looking to make it a 16-point lead here. Handoff, Del Pitts. Del Pitts looking for the end zone. He's going to get in. He split 2 Silver Creek Raptors to make it 16-0 here for Fred.
So probably a little bit of reconciliation for Del Pitts. As you know, we saw him cough up the ball earlier, and that's probably frustrating for him as a player. You know, he doesn't want that to define his game for him. So sort of etch that out of his mind for what this game is and what this game is for him. Now helping lead the team to an even further lead now of 16-0 with the 2-point conversion. So Dante, Frederick's defense, what a job to contain these Raptors, and Gachetta especially, keeping him within, you know, reasonable boundaries of the pocket. But props to Kissinger. I mean, that's really hard to go in there sort of on the fly. You don't think you're going to go in that entire game. And if you do, you have a little bit more breathing room. He went in pretty much with the Raptors snapping at their throats. But thanks to Kissinger, this lead will extend even further.
Kickoff will go in the end zone this time. Gachetta will start out at the 20. Seven and a half minutes left to go in this first half.
Tavin doing a little dance on the field. I mean, what is there not to be happy about? I mean, everything has gone in the Golden Eagle favor this game. And they have an impressive lead early on.
Motion here for Creek. Here's the snap. Play action once again for Gachetta. Getting pressured again. He's going to get brought down by the entire defensive line.
I mean, their O-linemen pretty much stopped absolutely nothing as they are fired up now. And as I said previous play, why wouldn't you be? If you're down there and you're one of the D linemen, if you're one of the defensive players in general, right now you are having yourself a ball game.
Second
that O-line,
mile here.
That O-line just crumbled on that play. Like, they really didn't do much of anything.
Second forever here for Gachetta. He has 4 wide. He's going to hit that right side for a bubble. Salmeron's all over it.
I mean, pardon my French, but their offense looks like props right now. They're just out there to cover space. They're not blocking or anything, which I know Salmeron pretty much read it straight from the playbook, like it was scripted.
Excuse
blew
me,
it
that
up.
was Dean on the tackle. That was my.
So I will correct myself then. Tristan Dean with the rocking hit, as this will be a 3rd and 16, so 3rd and even longer. But I mean, their offense is struggling against this Frederick defense.
3rd and forever. Trips left here for Gachetta. Low snap. He's going to just take off. Zion QB run that right side. He'll get close back to the original line again. Creek's going to have to punt this ball away.
Almost makes it back to the initial line of scrimmage, as you said. But this will be a 4th and long, 4th and 12. Now you have to punt it away, right? You don't want to do anything stupid. Got about 5 minutes and 15 seconds left as this first half is winding down.
So pitch showing a lot of respect to this punter. He's a lot farther back than he usually would be.
I mean, looking at some of the stats, their punter, hopefully I don't jinx it, yeah, their punter's pretty good.
It's going to take a bounce at the 45. Del Pitts will let it roll. And Creek will down it at the 34-yard line.
So Golden Eagles still starting within, at the 34-yard line. I would not be mad about that ball placement.
So I'd like to take this chance to shout out Rocky Church. Would you like to meet an Olympian, connect with a D1 athlete, or talk with a Twitch streamer? Rocky Students is a part of Rocky Church, and they are all about connecting students to their purpose. They believe students are the future, and their goal is to help you be empowered, encouraged, and supported. There are many ways to connect with Rocky Students. You can start by watching their monthly podcast on YouTube, where you'll hear from guests on a multitude of topics. Show up on a Wednesday night to hang with friends, or even meet some incredible guest speakers, or even join their gaming community on Discord. Follow them on Instagram at RockyStudents_Frederick to learn more. As big play for Eisman as he's dragging defenders all the way out to the 43.
Woo-hoo. Wow. There's no taking down Burke Eisman. As he ran a good route too, and what a ball from Kissinger to get it above the defender's head. The defender hadn't even turned around whenever Eisman snatched it right out of the air, took a few defenders with him, as he probably, he was squashing people, I'd say.
PK all alone in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Salazar. Salazar makes a cut. Salazar still going. Cody Salazar all alone. Brought down by the shoestrings at the 2-yard line.
Oh, it's almost heartbreaking that he didn't get it in. It was nothing but green grass in front of him. It was just that pesky defender hot on his heels. A little bit of reluctance as he comes off the field now. I would be reluctant too. You know, he wanted that touchdown, and he was only a few yards shy of it. But Cody Salazar, what a hard run. Good cut back from him. Found the outside, bounced around, moved some defenders.
And Dean will get in for the 2-point conversion. Or excuse me, the touchdown.
Dante!
I thought Salazar scored. Oh no.
Dante, he was 3 yards short. I'm sure he'll appreciate the props, but Golden Eagle touchdown, 22-0. Frederick extending that lead even further, but I'm sure Cody Salazar wouldn't have mind if you would have checked his name off the list of people who scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that PK's balling.
Yeah, he is.
PK's rose to this occasion, this opportunity for him.
And what a great opportunity for him. You really can't say it enough. Obviously, bad predicament for Gavin, but it's not necessarily about the predicament, it's about the potential that you see now. And it's looking at the green grass ahead of you instead of what's going bad, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Gavin will be A-okay. As of right now, though, I'm sure he is proud of PK.
Frederick is rolling in this first half, 24-0. We're winding down, about 3.5 minutes left.
Maybe possibly we'll see a shutout this game, knock on wood.
Possibly. We haven't been able to do it so far.
So far, we've been close though, quite a few games. These back-to-back wins have been quite the demonstration of why we really need a shutout. And we've been super duper close. This one though, strong start for Frederick, 24-0, as Dante was so kindly putting it. Exactly 3 minutes and 33 seconds left.
Norwood set to kick off. His kickoff will bounce toward the end zone. What a kick. Or no, it finally will. Almost an insane kick.
I almost thought it was going to be down to the 1, and I was like, whew. Good luck, Raptors.
It's a touchback. The Raptors will take over on the 20-yard line.
So Raptors starting what they hope to be an explosive drive to sort of combat Frederick's 24-0 lead. They will start at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 here for the Raptors. Gachetta, the backfield with Tan. Here's the snap. Gachetta looking, stepping up, swung down. As he got ready to take off, he'll pick up a couple. Second and about 6.
Quite frankly, he didn't see it coming. It was one of those where defenders, especially Frederick, their D linemen are so good at sneaking and finding the outside. And that play, no different.
Four wide here for Creek. Fake handoff, read option here for Gachetta. Gachetta's looking for more room on the left sideline, gets a block for a first down. Move those chains, clock is ticking.
And a little bit more props to last play, what happened. We mentioned the D linemen Sam Chambers, though, we have seen him cut around to the outside a few times. His name has not been mentioned enough, as we're going to witness a cutback from Gachetta. Gachetta, though, will be taken down pretty much right off the line of scrimmage. Maybe gained a yard, but this will bring up a second and 9 on the play.
Second and 9. Gachetta, low snap once again. Steps up in the pocket. He fires. Low pass is dropped. Dean in coverage once again. Third and 9 here for the Raptors. Two minutes and 6 seconds left in this first half. Frederick leads 24-0. Bought 35 here for the Raptors. Gachetta's gonna have twins left. He has a lone man all alone on that right side. Play action. Looking to go deep. He can't. Stark in coverage. Fires his way. Looks like it's caught. Paid the price for catching that one. Salmeron with the pop.
Marcus Salmeron, as you put it, the pop. As that was quite the hit. So looks like he did not complete it on that play. Interestingly enough, thought he took 2 steps and had it in full possession, but looks like he did not come down with it. So Salmeron's pop paid off, as now this will bring up a 4th and 9. 4th and long, they're just gonna punt this ball away.
Del Pitts will be back to return. He's at the 20-yard line. Almost blocked. And Del Pitts will call Peter. Short punt that was as it rolls out of bounds.
Sam Chambers' name again. Another one that we'll mention probably quite a bit. Chambers is elusive. He's hard to see. He's on a little bit more of the shorter end. He's one of the D linemen that you don't really see him coming hot off that edge as a rusher. He blends in, and he really uses it to his advantage. And he's a fun player to watch. He's good at football. As that play, no different. Saw him sneaking around, found the outside, and almost blocked that punt.
Kissinger, shotgun. He's going to have 4 wide. Here's a snap. Play action here for Kissinger. Rolls right. He's just going to toss up a prayer to Del Pitts. Del Pitts will wisely just bat it down.
Smart look from Del Pitts. Don't want to risk. I mean, the defender was clobbering him at that point. It was a deep ball. It was a good ball, but not necessarily the smartest move, I would say.
I'm sure Lloyd just told Kissinger to settle down just a little bit.
A little bit. You know, we talked on the last drive, and focusing on the first downs now. I know PK ignored my advice the first time, but really right now you're looking at about 1:45 left in this first half. Don't do anything stupid. Focus on keeping this ball.
Dean on the swing pass, makes a man miss. There goes Tristan Dean, breaks another tackle. Dean all the way out to the 40. That's a first down for Frederick.
So Tristan Dean will move the chains for Frederick, bringing up another first down. So 1:39 remaining in this first half. PK's done a really good job of, if he doesn't see anything, having someone to swing it out right and just dump the ball off. And Dean, he's not necessarily he's a fast player to watch. So these plays really run to his advantage.
Dean on the toss again. First down again. Tristan Dean is rolling.
I mean, we talked about it. You give Dean the ball, he'll take an idea and run with it. No pun intended.
Minute and a half here in this first half. Ball at the 26. Inching closer and closer to the red zone here is Kissinger. Motion man Dean. Play action. Kissinger looking deep, feeling pressure. Great block from Dean. Kissinger's just going to fire it up for Del Pitts. Dangerous throw. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I mean, I'm almost sort of speechless. The sequence of events during that whole play, I mean, breaking it down, right? PK, he had an insane amount of pressure. Those edge rushers were getting to him. They found sort of his seam within the pocket and were able to pressure him into throwing the ball off his back foot, whether or not he liked it. And throwing that ball off that back foot, you run the high risk of, hey, this is not going to go where I want it to. He threw it up anyway, straight for the end zone. There were 3 defenders back there. Del Pitts is good, but sometimes even good players make mistakes.
Dean making people miss down the right sideline. He'll just run out of bounds. Goal to goal. Goal to go here for Frederick.
Dean's shifty footwork will now bring Frederick, as you say, goal to go for Frederick as they are still leading 24-0, 1:17 remaining in this first half. Your Golden Eagles really utilizing these outside edges and these blocks for the outside too. Let's not forget to mention these O linemen, and even, I mean, I've seen Palma throw a quick shoulder to a defender, and you know, his blocking's not too shabby either.
Palma's all alone on that left side. Kissinger sees it. Creek defender looking to help out over there. They're just going to give a handoff to Del Pitts. Makes one miss. Ducks right under him into the end zone. Sonny Del Pitts with the score.
Del Pitts, no man will keep him down, as now he extends Freddie's lead 30-0 with 1:10 remaining. I mean, it looked like all hope was lost. Thought he would go down at about the 5-yard line. Nuh-uh. He sort of did a little finger wag in the face of all the defenders. You're not taking me down right here.
Offense will stay on the field here for a 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion, might as well. You're up by 30. Really, you can't go wrong here, whether or not you get this. It's not like you're stabbing yourself in the foot.
Play action. Kissinger right side. Palma will make the grab for the 2-point conversion.
Palma can throw a great block to a defender, and man, can he tiptoe along the sideline too for the 2-point conversion for Frederick, giving them a 32-0 lead. Shutout for this first half. Still about a minute to go.
Frederick takes a huge lead in this first half. Shutout so far. We'll see if Gachetta will make something out of it with what most likely be his last drive of the half with 1:09 left.
Really not that much time to do anything unless you save your timeouts to where you're strategic about it. You know, you'll see teams in the NFL where they'll strategically save their 3 timeouts, all their timeouts in the first half. And, I mean, Frederick's getting the ball, too, for the start of the second half. So if the Raptors are going to do anything, got to do it now.
And muffed on the kickoff at the 1-yard line. He has a bunch of Eagles looking for him, but he has room on that left sideline.
What a nasty stiff arm. I know he bobbled the ball at the 1 and sort of struggled with the recovery, but Wesley Walker was pretty much face planted into the ground. And that's not easy to do.
Makes a play for the Golden Eagles. It's first down and 10 for the Raptors on their own 21-yard line.
Minute here, this first half remaining. Gachetta's going to have Tan in the backfield with him. Here's the snap, handoff. No, Gachetta will keep it again. Gachetta up the middle. brought down by a couple of Eagles. He's close to the first down. Looks like they're going to give it to him.
So he'll move the chains. Clock is paused at the moment. Never mind, clock's still rolling. Less than 50 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, though. Gachetta moving sort of through molasses. This is pretty slow.
Gachetta feeling pressure, rolls right. He's just going to dump it off, and that is dropped. Felt the footsteps from Hoagie.
I mean, there wasn't much that went well on that play. Quite frankly, for one, he threw a ball, low ball too, to his receiver, and wasn't much anything there. His O-linemen literally were crumpled and toppled over.
Gachetta handoff up the middle. There's a flag on the play.
Perhaps either false start or offsides. Hard to tell. My guess is probably false start.
And looks like the flag was declined by Frederick. It'll be 2nd and 10 here.
So, ouch. Pretty much injury-inducing penalties.
Timeout Frederick. After declining the penalty, it's 3rd and 10. As I'd like to take this chance to shout out Zadell Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, Greg Zadell at Zadell Realty is your community-centered go-to person. Greg is a local realtor and broker who has been selling homes in the Carbon Valley area since 1980. He's an active supporter of our community, FHS, and a proud partner of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. If you need a realtor with deep knowledge of the market, Greg Zadell is a great choice. Watch for his monthly real estate article in the Consumer Report or email him at greg@zadellrealty.com. Greg Zadell and Zadell Realty, your community-centered realtor. 30 seconds left in this first half. Frederick defense looking to give Kissinger some time to score one more time for the half ends. It's Gachetta, big 3rd and 10 here. Here's the snap, fake handoff. Gachetta running right, has blockers in front of him. Plenty of space as he's going to pick up the first down with 23 seconds left. Clock stops.
I mean, it's really hard for Frederick to defend a play like that because, I mean, as we've seen so commonly, their O-linemen fell apart right off the bat. But it almost felt intentional this time because he was rolling right anyways and had blockers in front. The blockers sort of crumbled, but he just kept on rolling and first down.
Clock's ticking. Looks like this will be the last play of the half. Your Frederick Golden Eagles lead 32-0.
The end of the first half in Frederick. The Golden Eagles 32, the Raptors of Silver Creek 0.
So Dante, I would say this is one could say a pretty decent start to Frederick's game against the Raptors. 32-0, not too shabby. We've been in this boat quite a few times too. These past 4 games, we've seen a really large deficit by the end of the first half. This game, I mean, really no different. Frederick still steamrolling their opponents and their defense holding up to their name.
Big first half here for the Frederick offense, especially with Ishmael going down, as we're going to go down to the 3rd member of our team, Allie Fullerton.
Thanks, Dante. So, Chris, do you have any updates on player injuries that might throw a wrench?
Welcome to the field, the Frederick High School marching Golden Eagles.
Obviously, our quarterback Gavin is out.
Under the direction of Christopher Thomas and Nathan Park, with percussion instruction by Becca Cleary and Tana Homer. Color guard instruction by Alex Turner, and woodwind specialist Matt.
We just basically go in, and when we come out, we're going to treat it like it's 0-0 so we can stay focused.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys.
High School marching Golden.
As thanks, Allie, and thanks, Coach.
Here we
As big first half here for the Frederick Golden Eagles. As when we get back, we'll be back here with our halftime show on GBN.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadell Realty.
Rockies.
Welcome back again, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Carly Evans. And this presentation of halftime here for Frederick High School football is brought to you by Greg Zadell and Zadell Realty for the Zadell Realty Halftime Show. If you are looking to buy or sell a home, Greg Zadell at Zadell Realty is your community-centered go-to person. Greg is a local realtor and broker who has been selling homes in the Carbon Valley area since 1980. He's an active supporter of our community, FHS, and a proud partner of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. If you need a realtor with deep knowledge of the market, Greg Zadell is a great choice. Watch for his monthly real estate article in the Consumer Report or email him at greg@zadellrealty.com. Greg Zadell and Zadell Realty is your community-centered realtor. Tonight, we're excited to introduce halftime festivities as part of the Zadell Realty Halftime Show. Part of these festivities is going to be a few more shots of our band, as we're going to see a performance from them.
the Frederick High School Varsity Golden Eagles.
As shout out to that Frederick band for that halftime show, as we're going to shout out some of our sponsors.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty, and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadell Realty.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab Tires is too. Because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Hey, I'm Jake Marsing.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Dante Lechuga, and I'll be flying solo here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network for a little bit here, as we're going to go down to the sideline with Allie Fullerton.
Welcome back to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I am down on the field, and I am Allie Fullerton. Unfortunately, it's been confirmed that number 7, Gavin Ishmael, took a bad fall and is out for the rest of the game with a shoulder injury. And number 12, Preston Kissinger, is in as our quarterback to lead our team through the rest of the game. On a good note, our Golden Eagles are leading this game 32-0 against Silver Creek. Now we're going to go back up to Dante and Carly.
Thanks, Allie, as we got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left with halftime. Your Golden Eagles were on a roll offensively, scoring 32 points in the first half. Star quarterback Gavin Ishmael went down with an apparent shoulder injury. Kissinger filled in and made good works out of it, as we're going to be right back here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty, and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadell real estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadell Realty.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name's Dante Lechuga, and this time I'm not flying solo for a little bit. Good old Carly Evans is back. And Carly, what did you see in that first half?
First half, I mean, overall, Frederick, they really were just one cohesive asset on both offense and defense. I mean, you're looking at a team who's hopefully turning 5-2 after this game is up. No shade to Silver Creek, but in order to make up for this deficit of 32 points, you just have to have back-to-back-to-back scoring drives, and they have not succeeded in first downs, really. Which, it's unfortunate, obviously, for Silver Creek, as after this game, they would fall to sort of a more evened-out record, which is not what you want on the season. I know typically even is better, but not in this case.
Frederick deferred, so they'll get the kickoff to start out the second half. Ishmael looks to be out for the night. He still has no pads on, so Kissinger will have more opportunities to shine throughout this game.
I mean, you can't help but, you can't help but feel bad for the guy. I mean, his season has gone so extraordinarily well these past 4 games. Of course, a bad break had to happen. I mean, he's still up and moving, you know, but just that pesky arm and that shoulder, as of right now, seem to be bugging him. Not sure what it is yet, but we do know.
And Hoagie will muff the kickoff. He's going to look to cut it back to that right side. Disastrous start for this second half as Hoagie's brought down at the 5.
I have to stop talking before stuff happens because then I jinx it. And it's bad most of the time. So I say that one was on me. As you said, Hoagie tried to cut it back around, thought he saw something maybe open, but there was nothing. And the seam closed before he could get to it. This will put Freddie on the 5-yard line. PK, he's got work to do. Starting off this second half, hopefully strong.
Kissinger's going to be all alone. Motion man Salazar, he's going to give it to him. Salazar up the middle. Big hole for Salazar. First down, Frederick.
He saw more than just running room. He saw potential, and I mean, he would have taken it all the way if that pesky defender hadn't been right in the middle of the field. It was a great look by Cody, too, as, you know, he saw there was pretty much a wide open gap thanks to that O-line, and the O-line hold, too. They don't just block. They're really good at holding these holes, too.
Kissinger all alone again. Motion, Del Pitts, misdirection to Salazar. Salazar gets the carry. He'll get a couple. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Weird tackle. Yeah, weird tackle.
And Salazar is still down. As starting running back, that's not what you want to see.
Not sure what it is right now. Not going to say anything about it other than this will bring up a 2nd and 8. But like I said, weird fall. You could pretty much tell right off the bat. It sort of went like back, shoulder, and then his hip sort of turned. So it could have been any one of the things that could have happened. Hopefully nothing too crazy.
And Salazar's been down for a minute.
They're still tending to him.
And he'll be helped up. He needs help to walk off the field right now.
Looks like leg. Can't put any weight whatsoever. I mean, he's barely hobbling, but he's standing. He's standing up.
That'd be a huge loss for Frederick.
I mean, I hope more than anything he's okay. But yes, huge loss, especially for this game where you already have Gavin out. And now Salazar slowly making his way off the field, still being helped.
Out trots back Kissinger. He has 2nd and 5 here. Dean in the backfield with him. Fake standoff to Dean, fires left side of Del Pitts on the screen. Palma gives him a block. Flag on the play.
Yeah, there is a flag. Not sure if that might have been late hit on PK. Could be wrong. It was a late flag.
The calls against the Raptors is roughing the passer.
Yep, so that was late hit. Called it.
And roughing the passer on Creek will lead to a 1st down here for Frederick. All the way out to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10, Kissinger. He'll be all alone again. Hand off to Dean, left side. Dean will pick up a big chunk on that 1st down run with about 8 yards.
Update on Salazar, don't know anything as of right now besides he's being examined over on the bench, clearly in severe pain. Pulled his helmet off though. And now, number 5 for Silver Creek
is cramping.
So,
and flurry of injuries here in this
I know
game.
this is unfortunate. And another player being helped off the field. This is Wyatt Esig.
Hopefully that's just a cramp, as Salazar looks to be in a lot of pain on this sideline.
Looks to be possibly something leg, ankle related for Salazar, as they've completely stripped him of his cleat and are now bracing looks like his leg/ankle area. I mean, as you said, Dante, clearly in a lot of pain. You could tell even from the grimacing up here.
Kissinger fake handoff. He has Rudman wide open. He makes the grab down the left sideline. Tries to get pushed out of bounds, but he's just too big. Touchdown, Frederick.
Injuries will not stifle Frederick's offense. What an incredible play by Braden Rudman. First time we've heard his name tonight. And definitely a statement, too. Rudman, I think the best part of that entire play was the defender that casually shoved him, and the defender went out of bounds himself and just sort of nonchalantly looked at him as he just kept gliding down the field. Nothing was there to stop Braden Rudman, certainly not the injuries for Frederick.
Kissinger looking to tack on 2 more points here. And misdirection again. Dean looking for the end zone. Right at the goal line. Looks like he's short. They'll say at 38-0.
Regardless, you really don't need the 2-point conversion. 38-0. You've made your statement and you've made your claim. And really now it's just about putting the finishing stamp on the postcard as they will start to possibly, hopefully sometime soon, start that running clock as you so willfully wished for at the beginning of the game. It is starting to get a little chilly up here too. Not sure how many people at the Pink Out game prepared for that. See a lot of shorts.
Norwood set to kick off. Gazzetta looking to put a score up on that scoreboard. And Norwood's kick is up and away. It'll be fielded at the 10-yard line. As he bounces it to the left sideline, stiff arms 1, and Walker will bring him down on the tackle at the 29-yard line.
This time on the return, Wesley Walker able to sling him down on the sideline. Wesley, we saw last play, whenever he got the ball, he was stiff arm right in the face. This time, though, Wesley able to contain the Raptors to the 29-yard line, and that is where they will set up shop. First down for the Raptors.
First and 10 here for Gazzetta. He'll go shotgun. There's a snap. Play action. Looking deep on that left sideline, right at the marker. Toe drag swag on the left sideline will be ruled out of bounds. Second and 10.
It's always an impressive play, though, whenever you see a player hit the toe drag. I mean, Gazzetta put it in a place where only his receiver would be able to catch it, which is impressive as a quarterback, right? You want to find these seams where only your player is able to get it. And even if they don't, it'll just sort of tumble into an incomplete pass, which, as we saw here, regardless, you know, he tried to catch it, didn't pay off, hit the toe drag.
Gazzetta handoff. That'll go nowhere, maybe a yard or 2. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
So third and long with a little under 10 minutes left in this third quarter. Clock still continuing to tick as there just has not been many open running gaps for the Raptors as they're gonna run hurry up now.
Gazzetta drops back, 2-step drop, filling blitz. It's a screen pass. Left side, plenty of blockers in front. First down and more. Down the left sideline, finally swung down at the 41-yard line.
screen pass. We haven't seen a successful one in a hot minute, especially in this game. We've seen them struggle with their screen passes. Dean's been able to blow up quite a few of their screen attempts. We've seen a few bubble screens. I'm surprised they were really able to gain anything, but their blockers, this is the first time I've actually seen them block.
Frederick's on blitz again. Gacetta's going to hand off left side. Tan will pick up a couple. Flock of Eagles on the stop.
This is, I think, the second time they have made it into enemy territory, if not the first.
Gacetta's going to go shotgun, twins right. Frederick stacking the box like they have been all night. Gacetta's going to keep it up the middle on the option. He's going to pick up first down.
Respective little tumble forward for the first down. I feel like they're putting him in situations that he's completely comfortable with. We talked about beforehand how these situations where it feels so familiar, it's almost not a problem to get these first downs. Whenever you put them in a running situation where Gacetta just takes it himself, that's a comfortable running situation for him. As I mentioned earlier, the defense really is trying to strive to make him feel uncomfortable.
As Gacetta's feeling pressure, he's just going to flip it up in the air. It's going to be a loss.
Flag.
Two flags
Might have been an eligible receiver who caught it, probably a lineman. Is what it looked like. It was a weird, wonky play. Got blown up pretty much right from the start.
And looks like Carly was right. Eligible man downfield on the Raptors.
So now it's just self-inflicted wounds for the Raptors as they were update on Salazar. Have him on a pair of crutches. So the flag was waved off. Not sure why you'd call it if you'd wave it off, but who am I to say? I'm not the ref.
Second 15 here for Gacetta. Frederick, three-man rush. Gacetta fires left side. He's got a man. Dropped. Back shoulder pass. Incomplete. 3rd and 15.
He was a little behind, which it's hard as a receiver. You want to be able to just secure the catch, especially along the side. We saw a toe drag attempt earlier, which didn't pay off. This one, I mean, he had plenty of room. He was sort of crouched down. The pass was just behind, and that makes it 10 times more difficult for your receiver to have to backpedal.
Gacetta, sweep, right side. Blockers in front, and he's brought down by the ankles by Dean. Great tackle.
What a tackle, as this will bring up the much needed 4th down. Dean can't talk about his greatness tackling wise enough, and also running wise. Either way you're going, he's an asset. And Frederick so short on those assets right now. I mean, Ishmael out of the game. Salazar being helped onto the golf cart. 2 big pieces of your team are missing.
Gacetta steps up in the pocket, 4th and a mile, and it's going to be converted. Big catch that was for the first down into the red zone.
It looked like he bobbled it too, but I honestly thought he was going to drop it. Their receivers have been so finicky. So hearing Haggerty's name once again.
Not quite goal to go.
Getting there.
15. Gazzetta shotgun. Motion again. Fakes the handoff. We'll hand it off at the middle. And that'll go nowhere. 2nd and 8.
Red right off the slip. 5.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. As Haggerty's name being called out once again. He has had his own surplus of playmaking things tonight.
Gazzetta keeps it. Left side, looking for the pylon. He's short, got the first down. It's going to be goal to go.
That was a dangerous play. Few of them looked like they bashed heads. Saw Chambers sort of tumble to the ground, knock it up for a minute.
Two yards to go here for Creek to get that goose egg off their names. 4.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Dante, we wanted a shutout.
Gazzetta shotgun. Handoff up the middle, met in the backfield. Still pushing is Silver Creek. Still not in the end zone, 2nd and goal.
That will be short. 2nd down, 2nd and goal for the Raptors as they will, I think, be brought back a yard. Nah, no change. So 2nd and 3 yards until, as Dante put it so nicely and neatly and wrapped up in a bow, get the goose egg off of the scoreboard.
There's the snap. Gazzetta keeps it, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Silver Creek.
Silver Creek's first score of the night, and hopefully, for all you Frederick fans watching, their last.
The Raptors will get on the board here in this third quarter.
So now 38-6.
And Creek's gonna stay on the field to go for 2 here.
I mean, you might as well. Really, what do you have to lose?
Gazzetta is gonna hand it off. No, he's gonna keep it again. He's met by a flock of Eagles, driven back. 2-point conversion will be no good.
Sledgehammer down, and this score will remain 38-6. Raptors tack on their first score of the night.
So I'd like to take this chance to shout out Key Club for sponsoring today's broadcast. Need volunteer hours? Want to help our community? Then you should join Key Club, an international organization dedicated to service. Join us after school on the 2nd and 4th Monday of each month in room E118. Three and a half minutes left in this third quarter.
Dante, are you a bit disappointed they haven't enforced the running clock as of yet, with Frederick leading by 32 points?
Would have been a great run. Back-to-back games with running clock. Would have been pretty cool. But here's Creek. We'll see if they go to the onside kick here.
Frederick keeps breaking every type of record. I'm sure there's one for how many consecutive games they have a running clock.
Dean will return it at the 10. He fields it. Dean makes a cut. He's just going to go down at the 22-yard line.
Smart. Don't push anything. You're already up by 32. You don't want to give Silver Creek any more momentum than what they got last drive. I mean, with a scoring drive, you always are on a bit of a hot streak, even if it's just one time that you've scored in the entire game. It still gives you a significant amount of momentum, especially for Silver Creek, as they have not been able to pretty much cross the 50-yard line until recently.
Out comes PK. He'll start out here at the 22-yard line. Dean in the backfield with him, 4 wide. Creek showing man-to-man. PK's going to hand it off to Dean. Dean's met by a Raptor in the backfield. He'll be lucky to get back to the line. 2nd and maybe 11.
Not much on the carry. 2nd and 11, yep. So they will backpedal this time. Not the direction Frederick wanted to go. Their D linemen, though, are doing a better job. Silver Creek's D linemen are doing a better job of analyzing the play, breaking it down, realizing, hey, they're running a lot more than they typically would because they have their backup in. And
handoff. Dean breaks the tackle. Still going. One night he's had thus far. Best game of his season rushing. So he picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5. 4.5. So half a yard less than what Dante said. Regardless, still ground to make up for. As Dean's footwork is so entertaining to witness. I mean, he is so shifty.
Kissinger, handoff, Dean. Dean cuts up at the middle, and he'll pick up the 1st down with a little bit of the pile push from his offensive lineman.
So thanks to the big push of a pile, that'll lead to a 1st down for Frederick. PK getting a call from Lloyd. 1:46 to go before this 3rd quarter winds down, and we will enter the last stretch of Frederick football for the night.
Kissinger, shotgun, toss left side, Dean. Dean will maybe get a yard on the play. Nothing much doing on that toss. 2nd and 10.
Hard hit. Almost could have been a late hit flag penalty on Silver Creek. But it was a smart hit from Silver Creek too. As he'll have Palma all alone. PK with a 2nd and long.
Kissinger, play action, looking for Rudman, doesn't have him. He's just going to fire towards Palma's area, almost intercepted. Dangerous pass from Kissinger into double coverage. Looks like he had no pits on the dump down. No smart decision will come with experience for Preston Kissinger.
True. I mean, it's always hard with those types of throws where we saw him earlier even. It was almost a send it up and pray. Throwing it into triple coverage will not work out in your favor most of the time, but
misdirection to Dean. Dean tries to bounce to the outside, which he does, using that speed. There goes Tristan Dean. Makes a cut. Still going. Brought down from the shoelaces, but not after a big gain all the way out to the 25.
Big gain is an understatement. that was the exact momentum that Frederick needed, and I think it's a motivating factor more than anything. You've been struggling a little bit to make up for the assets that you lost in this game. You lost your starting quarterback. You lost, I believe Salazar, he's not second string, is he? I think they alternate. But you lost your alternative running back who started off the game with one heck of a start. But now, Dean, nothing's going to stop him.
Del Pitt's in the Wildcat, up the middle. Sonny Del Pitt swung down. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. And we'll be back here with fourth quarter action here on the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Rocky students exist to build up the next generation, to live a life of purpose, influence, and faith. You see, we believe that when you discover purpose, you start to discover you have a reason to live. And when you discover you have a reason to live, you start to notice you have influence. And when you lean into that influence, you make an impact. This world needs people like you, the next generation, to discover your purpose and to decide today the leader you want to be tomorrow.
And welcome back to the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. My name is Dante Lechuga, and I will be flying solo for probably 20 more seconds. As I would actually like to take this chance to shout out United Power for sponsoring today's broadcast. Just a reminder that our broadcast is brought to you in part by United Power. At United Power, we are a proud partner of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network and proud to power local sports and local schools. United Power, your local Touchstone Energy cooperative. So thank you to United Power for sponsoring today's broadcast. As Frederick in the red zone, threatening to put up some more points on this scoreboard. Here's Kissinger, play action, looking, firing into double coverage again. It's caught. Touchdown, Eisman.
Burke Eisman, I believe that's his second touchdown on the night. Burke, big man Burke, can't stop him. Double coverage too. What a way to start the fourth quarter for your Golden Eagles. Now leading the Silver Creek Raptors 44-6. What a ball too from PK. Really, we've seen a lot of his potential shine here. I mentioned don't focus on the predicament, focus on the potential. And here, that's exactly what we're seeing. Don't focus on what you're missing, focus on what you have. And PK has taken his moment to shine.
PK will stay on the field for two. Play action again. Looking, extending the play. PK getting pressure from behind. Looking for the pylon. Looks like he won't get there. We'll stay at 44.
That was quite the throat chop. Cut him down before he could even make it past the 2-yard line.
4 seconds remaining in tonight's contest. It's the Golden Eagles 44 and the Raptors 6.
The 2024 Frederick High School yearbook staff is excited to capture the memories and moments of the 2024-25 school year. Please make sure that your FHS memories last forever by purchasing a 2025 yearbook. Prices will increase throughout the year, so buy your book now. Shout out to Frederick Yearbook for sponsoring today's broadcast.
As for any of you people who enjoy watching the WNBA, as of right now, Lynx beat out Liberty by a margin of 2. So 95-93.
Norwood set to kick off.
Looks like Brianna Stewart missed the layup. So
one of the best players in the league. Here's Norwood. His kickoff's going to fall short of the end zone this time. Fielded at the 5. As he makes a cut up the middle. Will be swung down from behind at the 24.
pile. The pile has started.
Chambers on the tackle on the return for the Golden Eagles.
Chambers, his speed is pretty much unmatched besides Dean. Chambers is hot off that edge most of the time too. Makes him look even faster as he was able to swing down. The Silver Creek Raptors at the 24-yard line, and this is where they will start their first down.
Gazzetta. Same formation all night. Just a snap, play action, drops back. He's firing right down the middle. Great pass, but he loses his footing. Ball's on the ground. They're gonna mark him down. He tripped on his own feet. Looked like it was almost a touchdown.
I mean, it felt like a comical situation where, funny enough, while I was driving out of the school parking lot, there was a banana peel that was sitting in the parking lot. So someone must have picked it up and thrown it on the field, because I don't know otherwise how you would trip over your own cleats like that. But this will bring up a first down for the Raptors at the 37-yard line. What a gunslinger move, though, from their quarterback.
Gazzetta, handoff up the middle, big hole there for Creek as he's gonna go into the end zone. What an effort that was, though, by Salmeron.
I mean, Salmeron was hunting him down. Snagged him by the shoelaces, just a minute too late, though. As this will be another score for the Silver Creek Raptors, 44-12 now, 11 minutes remaining.
Minutes left in this ball game. Creek looking to put this 12-14 with this two-point conversion. Here's the snap. Right up the middle is Gazzetta, and he's met by a flock of Eagles. So the Eagles stand firm on that two-point attempt.
And the two-point conversion is no good for the Raptors. Collect the score. It's the Golden Eagles 44 and the Raptors 12.
And PK will get another shot here in this fourth quarter. Creek's offense starting to get it together. What looks like to be a little too late.
Calling all Frederick High School parents, the Frederick High School Booster Club has great need for parental involvement. Many ways to help out. Join them for their next meeting October 21st at 6 p.m. in the school library.
Dean will be back to return. Frederick is looking to expect the onside kick once again.
I mean, quite frankly, right now, it's just
11 minutes left. And here is the onside kick. Hoagie calls fair catch at the 36.
As I was going to say, quite frankly, it's just a matter of scoring points to say you scored points. Losing by this big of a margin, that's rough.
Kissinger, shotgun. Fakes the toss to Dean. Kissinger's going to keep it himself up the middle. Great run by Kissinger.
PK with a little bit of speed, owning the play. It was an impressive fake too. The defense fell for it though, pretty much right off the bat. Ten and a half minutes remaining in this game.
Kissinger, shotgun. Handoff, Del Pitts, left side. Del Pitts going through little hole to pick up 7.
So 2nd and 3, 2nd and short for your Golden Eagles. Still 44-12, but ball on the 46, so encroaching and inching into Silver Creek territory.
Kissinger all alone. Motion. Fake toss again. Kissinger's going to take off again up the middle. He's met by a couple of Raptors. Not after he picks up the first down.
A couple felt like almost an understatement. That was pretty much half the D linemen, if not more. So PK on the 2nd and 3rd will bring this to a first down. So great push by PK to secure the first down for Frederick and continue to move these chains. Little over 9 minutes remaining in this game.
Kissinger. He's going to hand it off to Dean. Dean makes one miss with a great move. 3-yard pickup, 2nd and 7.
Dean's little cutbacks are really what make him so versatile. I mean, I think it's rather impressive to witness him whenever he cuts back.
Kissinger, shotgun. Here's a snap, misdirection to Del Pitts. Del Pitts finds a hole. Del Pitts up the middle. Brought down after a big gain. First down and more here for Fred.
Del Pitts with a big pickup. So bring him another first down.
8 minutes left in this ball game.
Feels like this ball game has been going on for much, much longer. I think it's that clock that doesn't like to run whenever we want it to. It's just a hunch, though. I don't know.
Kissinger under center. Handoff, Del Pitts. Del Pitts looking for that left sideline. Sonny Del Pitts using his speed. Fighting for the end zone. He's not going to get there. First and goal for Fred.
Another big first down. By Sonny Del Pitts. As that will be brought back. Sounds like a holding call on your Frederick Golden Eagles, as this will bring back the incredible play by Sonny Del Pitts. So what was 2 back-to-back great plays by Sonny Del Pitts is now 1 great play by Sonny Del Pitts. A little under 7.5 minutes remaining. This clock starting to wind down, maybe a bit faster.
Kissinger's all alone. Palm was all alone as well on that right side. Handoff, right side, and brought down for a small gain.
Hard hit, too. So Halloran with the run. First time we've heard his name. Coming in to probably substitute for the lack of Cody Salazar in the game. Again, hope he's doing all right. Gavin as well. Good to see Tavin back. 6.5 minutes left.
Kissinger, shotgun. Handoff once again, up the middle, good move. Looking for that left side, another great jump cut. It's gonna be 3rd and 2, excuse me.
Nasty maneuvers. As really there was no depicting which way he would go. Left, right, left. Didn't matter. His legs were working faster than a lot of the defenders' brains at that moment. I mean, it was moving faster than mine, so.
3rd down and 3 for the Golden Eagles.
3rd and short for PK.
Creek showing a little big blitz. Handoff again, looking for the end zone. What a run. Still fighting all the way out to the 5-yard line.
And number 40, Keegan Halloran again on the carry.
So Halloran once again.
It's a Golden Eagle first down. Move those chains.
Halloran showing his tough running late in this ball game.
It's always good to see players stepping up too. I'm sure Halloran, if he expected to play, it was probably towards more of the end, which, I mean, it is towards the end, but it's always good to see players stepping up, especially in a predicament such as this one. As your Golden Eagles line up.
Kissinger, handoff, touchdown, Frederick.
What a seamless touchdown, too. I mean, there was no touching him while he was going in.
DeGesualdo into the end zone for his first touchdown in this game.
DeGesualdo's first touchdown, as you said. And he will bring this score all the way up to 50-12. I mean, if you know Reno, his initials spell rad, and I would say that was pretty rad. I totally just made Dante want to leave, but it was well worth it.
Kissinger, fake toss, looking for the end zone on the 2-point conversion, and he's in.
So a 40-point deficit, extending it even further. Under 5 minutes, and this clock, thanks to Dante's wishes, will continue to run.
And the Raptors go.
So we will count this as another back-to-back game where the clock will continue to run. So Dante, your wish was granted. We have a now running clock with 5 minutes left to go.
As this is back-to-back-to-back blowouts here for Frederick.
Frederick, they are
on a roll.
They are quickly becoming a dangerous unit to watch.
Norwood. No, the drill set to kick off. Short kickoff, fielded at the 11. Out comes Creek looking for that right sideline, pushed out of bounds. Not after a good return all the way out to the 40.
Number 29, Connor Lopez is on the return for Silver Creek.
Chambers' name once again being heard. Sam Chambers stepping up big this game. There's not enough good things to say about this Frederick defense. We talk all the time about the offense, and yes, the offense really has stepped up. You have to have an offense that steps up to put up 52 points. But this defense has contained them to 12.
Handoff up the middle, met at the line. Quinones and Mashkorian on the tackle.
Starting to see some more familiar names as starting to throw in some second string, third strings.
Closing in on 2 minutes left in the ball game. Play action. Looking deep, great ball. Just out of reach. Betancourt in on the coverage.
Surprised they didn't flag him. Oh, there's a flag. I think the flag, though, was for something different. Dante, is that the game that you're missing?
Which game?
The Monarch game.
The Monarch game? I believe so.
Oh, Dante. Y'all hear that? Dante slacking.
Handoff up the middle. Met by a flock of Eagles.
That just means we'll make the most of the next minute 22. 4th down. If you're the Golden Eagles now, you just want to focus on running the clock down. You know you're going to win. It's kind of obvious. As they've held them now to a 4th and 5. Clock will stop. They'll take a timeout. Probably will go for it, too.
There is an injured Raptor on the play. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like it's just a cramp.
We've had a lot of crampings this game and a lot of injuries, which is exactly what Frederick did not need. Freddy fans getting ready to rush the field as this is pretty much a no-brainer. Frederick going to come out with a win in a minute 14 of 52-12. Huge blowout. If only it was a shutout.
The Golden Eagles will go to 5-2 as the Silver Creek Raptors will fall to 4-3 when it's all said and done.
I think it's just honestly super impressive to see where Frederick started and where they are now. I mean, 5-2 after starting 0-2. They are on a hot streak. And we always talk about how teams sometimes get cocky whenever they get on the hot streak. Frederick has stayed super calm, cool, and collected. And not much has changed.
As he's going to launch this one down the field just out of reach.
On the 4th down play, it's kind of insane as there's another Raptor who's slow to get up. Looks like he'll be all right. So that will be pretty much game.
Kissinger will take the field one last time. Or no, looks like Cahoon's going to get a couple reps. The sophomore. 30 seconds left in this game. We'll see if they just have Cahoon kneel it. And looks like Cahoon will just kneel this ball down. Golden Eagles, 3 high-scoring games, back-to-back-to-back-to-back, Carly. Back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back. Loading?
I think so. Honestly, nothing would surprise me at this point. 52-12, your final for your Golden Eagles. A resounding add-on to that score. So their record will just improve, and knock on wood, we can only hope for another improvement here too for the Monarch game.
As pretty soon we're going to go down to Allie Fullerton. Golden Eagles defense has been posturing lately, Carly. I don't believe anyone scored over 14 points.
I don't think so.
As we're going to go down to the sideline with Allie Fullerton.
All right, so first home game back after injury. You did really great. How did it feel being back on the field tonight, your home field?
Man, it felt great, but I mean, we just stepped up next man effort out here because a couple of players got hurt, and that's all we needed to do to get the dub.
Yeah. So looking ahead, senior season, what are some of your personal goals?
Man, we just want to do what we do. We know we're a special group, and we just want to go out there and prove it to everyone else. I mean, that's all we want to do. Just go as far as we can, keep playing. We don't want it to be over.
All right, you did great tonight.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Allie, as it's good to have good old Tavin Haggerty back on this team. Out
Good
playing.
indeed.
As tonight's broadcast of Golden Eagle football versus the Silver Creek Raptors has been brought to you by a talented crew of students here on GBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I've been junior Dante Lechuga alongside junior Carly Evans. Our director tonight has been junior Wyatt Morrison, and our camera operators are Tyler and Ethan DeLear. And the senior outreach producer of GBN, Chloe Gould. Our production assistants are freshmen Tyler Huguet and Nora Cody. The third member of our team down the sideline is junior Allie Fullerton. GBN will be back next week on Tuesday for our special doubleheader rivalry volleyball matchup against Meade. And then on Thursday for another edition of Golden Eagle Thursday Night Football in Fort Collins against the Pooter Impalas. Till then, for everyone at FHS, I'm Dante Lechuga, and you've been watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Good night.